Hello everyone and welcome for this new video. Today we are in Croatia after finishing these 5 crazy days of hike. A very special adventure, something we've been looking for quite a while. Our first Highlander adventure.
We've just finished hiking the Highlander Velebit 2020. We are nearby the mountains of the Velebit in Croatia. The Highlanders adventure were born right here in Croatia. Highlander is not a race, it's a 5 days, 100 or so kilometers hike. A suggested itinerary, 5 checkpoints.
In between each of them you are absolutely free to take the route you want, to sleep where you want. If on each checkpoint you are able to resupply the water, get some food. The checkpoints are also a place to communicate with the people, make friends, share the same goal, the same passion. Activities, concerts, yoga sessions and other things full of surprise. For the first 2 days we stayed with the team and helped a bit to prepare a few things. It was a good way to understand how everything works, to see them preparing everything and working on the checkpoints, the logistics, the meals, and we realized the amount of work they put in each of these events. It is day 1, nearly 200 people around. Alright, so starting
1 minute.
1 minute. Men and women of all ages, everybody is ready. The bell rings and finally the adventure starts. Alright, so we're now on the way. It's an easy start. We're many people on the trail. We left our friends already and we're ready for the adventure. We start with the Premuzic trail. It's on the side of these mountains. This first part is very long, nearly 33 kilometers. Still something like 8 kilometers to go to the first checkpoint, and everything is so dry everywhere. We try to not drink so much. We carry quite a reasonable amount of water unless something goes wrong. This is one of the biggest days, if not the biggest. Many people get tired. We're light, our packs are light. As ambassadors, we were also here to inspire people to go lighter and to give themselves the best chances to make it on this event. More and more, this big group that started together is spreading. Distance is creating in between the groups and the teams. We're not in the race mood, but there is something in between competition and team spirit in its way. Finally, we arrived to the first checkpoint. If some people passed it already, some people are really far behind. Many people are camping around the checkpoints.
A word about the first day? Oh, it's been fantastic. The scenery changes every 5 minutes, you know.
It took us a bit more to get here than we wanted to.
You know, hike of 33 kilometers, just chilling, relaxing.
Yeah, you should try.
It was really very beautiful and the temperature was just right.
We decided to stay here and party my birthday.
Happy birthday to you!
We decided really to enjoy our time.
I play bike polo. I organized.
We talked with many people, shared a lot of food, rakia, stories, and I think that we will remember this first night as a moment where people really got to understand each other a bit more. Highlander is just this crazy freedom. It is day 2, and for us it is the moment to take the turn. We decide to reach some higher peaks, some more technical paths. We take in our team Marin, who've been one of the survivors of the first edition, to hike the Kiza, one of the most emblematic peaks of the World Velebit chain. The trail is really technical. From that side where we arrived, it was a lot of ascent, descent. not the usual sign to climb the Kiza. It requires little climbing skills. We arrive in the second checkpoint and it's a little concert going on. We grab some hot meal. People share their adventures, their problems. It is quite late already, and as we have big plans for the coming day, we decide to keep on and we get in this forest. So we got told that this area is like little Amazonia here in the Velebit, and as you see, it's very, very different from what we've been through in the last 2 days. And it's up and down. There is a lot of bears in there, but I believe the bears are not dangerous. Finally, we end up with the headlamp. We just find a little spot with not too much wind. This is where we stop for the day. It is day 3. We are tired and it is again a long day. A big section through the forest before we reach these places with no shade. On this third day, we start to really feel the heat. We arrived to the checkpoint of Panos, the third checkpoint and maybe the most beautiful. On the top of the Panos peak is an old building from the military. It's actually like really broken and quite scary. We go as we need our passports to be stamped up there. Panos is beautiful. I mean, you have this 360 degrees view over the whole Velebit chain.
The sea and everything, it's wonderful.
A long day.
A long and hard day.
Every step counts. It's beautiful.
So it was great. We are looking forward for a beer.
At the Panos checkpoint, the atmosphere is not bad and we decide to stay for the night. All these people, you know, having their food around the fire and getting to know each other. I mean, all those spaces are by now pretty familiar to us. What I like with the Islander is this possibility to enjoy either a big night with friends at a camp or just to keep going by yourself and end up alone in the forest. You get to choose every day whether you want it social or whether you want it wild and natural. It is day 4 and we start the day the best possible way, going for the sunrise at the top of the Mount Panos with Igor, the founder of the Islander Adventure. We make another detour to a place really known in the Velebit, Kamena Galeria, and the trail becomes more and more difficult. The Velebit is also known for one of the most dangerous snakes of Europe, the Vipera amonditis. If they inject you this venom, you just have to stay still, wait for the rescue. Like, we don't want to get bitten by these crazy snakes. It was a bit of climbing here and there, and at some point I said, come on Mary, like, we need to stop. Let's go back because one of us will fall here and we want to finish that hike. Definitely one of the most exciting areas of the Velebit, these white imposing rocks. We arrived in this massive plain. This is vast. We hike and hike and hike. It is warm. The landscape really changed. We see some cows, horses. Finally, we reach the 4th checkpoint, Veliko Ruino, where we get to enjoy a fresh beer, take our oatmeal and a free yoga session. After this checkpoint, we still have 8 kilometers to hike. next day is a massive day. We plan on climbing the highest peak of the Whoa Velebit. Day 5 is certainly the toughest day, 34 kilometers or something. We start the day with this ascent of the Vaganski Vrh. The altitude is 1,750 meters, and here the landscape is really different than what we've seen so far in the Velebit. This is the highest peak, and from here we see almost everything. This is beautiful, island after island, the view never stops. We now have to go from 1,700 to 0 the ground level. This descent is really tough. It is dry and the little stones are rolling. We try to run as much as we can, but that way is not an easy section. We decided to go through a canyon, a very special canyon, Mala Paklenica. It is dry, it is wild, it is tough, it is technical, and somehow it is a little hell if you don't have a sure foot. Mala Paklenica might be one of the best hikes that I did anywhere. These big boulders in this canyon from which you have to go down and find your way. Should you go on the left, on the right? Should I climb down or just slide it, jump, or I don't know what? Oh shit. It is really diverse and it is a sporty section that I really recommend for your next hike in Croatia. We start to feel the pain in our feet, in our legs, we are tired. It is late afternoon and finally we arrive to the finish line. We hear these people clapping their hands and whoa, you got it! It was 5 days, but it felt like 2 weeks. It was tough, really, really tough. With Mary, we earned the title of Highlanders in Croatia. There is already 4 other adventures in different countries and many more in the making. If I can give you one advice, go for an Highlander adventure and discover yourself like you never did before.